Not all cats are cuddly and friendly. Some of them are moody and angry. And this is very puzzling for cat parents. You may ask, is my cat just moody? Does she hate me? Does she have a problem, or am I the problem? Being a cat parent is really very confusing most times. Hey guys, welcome to Furry Feline Facts, a perfect catalog of cat stats. Today we're talking about some moody signs in 10 signs that your cat really hates you. But first, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, then do it right now. And if you wish to be updated on new video releases, then you can also hit the notification bell. Now let's get going. In our last video, we talked about the 10 signs that your cat really loves you. If you haven't watched that yet, then please do it. I promise that you'll learn a lot from it. When your cat doesn't seem to be affectionate towards you, you start thinking if it hates you. So here's the first sign that your cat really may. Number 1, your cat twitches its tail. You can tell so much about a cat just by observing its tail. If you remember in the last video, one of the signs that a cat loves you is when it curls its tail around your legs. But how about when he doesn't like you? How will its tail look? Well, 2 tail positions mean I hate you. But first, let's talk about the first one. It hates you when it twitches or jerks its tail tip while holding it low. That's because tail twitching is usually associated with aggression. And the more that it jerks, the less happy your cat is with you. And when the movement becomes fast, experts suggest that you should back off because your cat has just given you a death threat. Well, not exactly a death threat, but more like don't you dare come near me, human look. Number 2, your cat's tail is horizontal. Now this is the second hate tail position I was talking about a while ago. You don't have to worry if it's in a horizontal position, but quite loose because that means your cat is just relaxing. If you see the horizontal tail a bit lifted from the ground, or when it's tucked, it means your cat does not totally hate you, but he or she fears you, or is nervous around you, but we don't think that's a good thing either. However, when the horizontal tail stays low, that's the time that owners should really take caution because it's a sign of hostility or aggression. It may be hard to figure its mood based on its horizontal tail sometimes. But when there are lashing and tail puffing, when the fur begins to fluff up, that's a surefire sign that your cat doesn't like you. Number 3, your cat hisses at you. Aside from their body language, cats use their meows, purrs, and hisses to communicate. Meowing may generally mean, "Where's my food, human?" Purring usually means, "Leave me because I'm chilling and vibing." But hissing is the complete opposite of the 2 other sounds because hissing mostly serves as a feline's warning. If cats could talk, they'd probably say, "Back off or you'll get a taste of my paw," every time that they hiss. Hissing is also their way of showing off one of their deadly weapons that are their sharp teeth. So when your cat usually hisses at you, I hate to break it to you, but that means you simply annoy him or her. Experts advise that if your cat does this often, it's best to give it some space and avoid petting or picking him or her up at the moment. Number 4, your cat's ears are flat against its head. Cats don't only use their tails and sounds to communicate their feelings and moods. You also have to be observant of their tiny little ears. If your cat's ears are turned sideways or turned at the back, then he or she may be feeling nervous and anxious about something. But if it does this often around you, then you may be the one causing the anxiety. If its ears are laid back and flat against its head, it means your cat is scared and feeling defensive. Doing this often when you're around may mean that you look like a threat to him or her. No offense in that. Ears flat against the head may also be a sign that they're mad, aggressive, and ready to pounce if you happen to push their button. Bottom line, ears against the head means don't mess with me, human. Number 5, your cat bites you. It's not just a simple and gentle nibble, which we called a love bite from the previous video. Not the playful biting that comes during petting and playtime. We're talking about aggressive teeth plunging with a vicious scratching type of biting. Most times, this kind of bite causes skin breakage, and that's how you know that your cat is already expressing its aggressiveness. It is also usually followed with hissing, spitting, and that defensive arched posture that looks similar to what we see on cartoons when a furious cat charges at its enemy. It's normal for cats to bite because they have sharp teeth, It's like putting their gifts to use. But experts suggest that it shouldn't be tolerated, and it's best to discipline your cats by reinforcing good behaviors with treats and withholding the treats when they do otherwise. Number 6. Your cat lies on its back with claws out. If you've been a cat parent for quite some time now, perhaps you already know that cats are very moody and unpredictable, and lying on their backs is one of the proofs of their fickleness. Lying on their back may sometimes mean that they're happy and comfortable, and at their best mood, this may mean petting and belly rubs. But there are times when they're lying on their back to bait you, so when you reach out to touch their tum-tum, they'll scratch you instantly. Yes, your cat can hate you so much that it baits you for an attack. When your cat is on its back, it can blitz with all 4 claws plus sharp teeth. So cat behaviorists suggest that before you reach out to their belly, when they're lying back, look more carefully for signs. Are your cat's ears also flattened against its head? Are its eyes dilated? Do you hear a faint growl from it? If yes, then be cautious, cause it's a trap. Number 7. Your cat doesn't use its litter box. When your cat is not using its litter box and just taking a pee and poo anywhere, it might mean that he or she is under stress. So this does not mean that your cat directly hates you. It's just that it's annoyed by the fact that you're not looking after its needs, because usually the reason why they don't use their litter box is that they don't find it comfortable enough. Yeah, just like us, humans, cats also don't like dirty or uncomfortable toilets. Most times, they may be having issues about the size, shape, or depth of the box. Maybe it doesn't like hooded litter boxes, or maybe it finds the box too small to squeeze in. Some cats don't like other types of brands of litter due to texture and odor. The stress that they get from this kind of environment would be shown as aggression against you because cats are spoiled creatures and they want that best service that they can get from you. Number 8. Your cat walks away from you. A cat follows you around when it loves you, but it walks away when it's not really fond of you. If you try to engage your cat to playtimes or petting times, and it just doesn't seem interested no matter what toy you bait him or her, then that's a rather obvious sign that your cat isn't happy. This may really break your heart as a cat parent, but you have to accept the truth. But hey, cheer up, because there are still ways to change your cat's attitude towards you. You just have to pay more attention to its behaviors. Does it like petting? What is your cat's favorite treat? Does it like having personal space? Trying to know your cat better is a good way to break the ice. Number 9. Your cat keeps hiding from you. Pet behaviorist Jessa Paskey at Mars Pet Care mentioned that a hiding cat is not a happy cat. It's one of the ways that it expresses its discomfort with the environment. You don't have to worry if your cat is new in the house, because that only means it's aloof under unfamiliar places and people. It doesn't know you yet, so basically it doesn't like you for now. But if your cat was naturally outgoing and it was just lately that it's setting itself apart from the crowd, then you should consider getting to the vet, because sometimes cats hide when they're experiencing a health issue. Excessive hiding may also be a sign of stress and fear, so you can allow your cat some personal space in the house. But if this becomes a practice for too long, you should also try visiting the vet. Number 10. Your cat is friendly to other people except you. Well, this is rather the saddest sign that your cat hates you. Normally, cats can hate everyone except their own human. So I understand how upsetting it is when you see your cat getting all curled up and purring to a guest when it never exhibited affection towards you. Cat behaviorist Michelle Nagelschneider, the author of The Cat Whisperer, said that if your cat is cuddly to other people but refuses to do the same to you, then it might have a personal problem with you. Maybe the problem is not your cat's attitude, but something about yours. Maybe your cat is not getting all its essentials from you. Have you fed it at the right time? Have you refilled its water bowl? Have you cleaned the litter box? Or maybe because you're too busy sometimes, you unconsciously ignore your cat when it's craving some of your attention. So what it can't get from you, it's trying to seek from other people. If your cat is being unfriendly and aggressive towards you right now, you have to understand that some cats are just not that social. Maybe it just so happens that your cat is one of them. Sometimes the problem also lies in us humans. We may not be caring for our cats the right way. Caring for them is more than food and belly rubs. But all the same, no matter what, I hope you keep loving your feline. I believe they'll come around when it's time. Fingers crossed. There you have the 10 signs that your cat really hates you. I hope you had fun as well as learned a lot about cats in this video. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up for yours truly, a fellow cat lover. I'd also love to hear how your cat can sometimes be mean and moody towards you, so you can comment that below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.